started right after Hurricane Ida. Max and I started working together in different capacities with nonprofits in the area, trying to rebuild the Bayou community. This is just one of the many projects that we've done over the past year and a half to try to facilitate that through putting on new roofs, volunteer efforts, and a lot of different projects to help residents get back in their home after Hurricane Ida.
So Rebuilding Together Bayou started in January of last year. We've done about 30 projects across Terrebonne and Lafourche Parish, with roughly 20 of those being roofs, the other 10 being muck and guts, interior repairs, appliance buys. We're really committed to this community, both as it recovers from Ida, but once we move past long-term recovery, we still will believe that the best place for someone to be is their own home. I'd also really like to thank not only Break a Difference for being here, but Salvation Army, which has supplied the vast majority of the supplies for this community center, as well as the United Way, who has donated most of the drywall.
Yeah, so we have been working at this community center all week. This is our last day here. So today we've got multiple teams doing a ton of different jobs. We are putting up drywall. They've started priming to get ready for paint. We've got flooring going down. They've got trim going up on all of the windows and doorways. And it's just been really great to see how far the groups have taken this project from when we arrived earlier this week to today.
Everyone's, I think, just vibing and really enjoying the community. I think Break a Difference did a really great job in getting us to connect not only to the people, but to the community themselves. So like when we first got here, not only was it learning, but there was a lot of like interactive things. So we did some icebreakers and we interacted with each other. And then in the middle of the week, we actually got to go out and explore the New Orleans area, the French Quarter. We got to go to the Katrina exhibit as well as visit the 9th Ward. And I think hearing those stories and listening to the people who are here and why they do what they do and why they continue to persevere and push forward really connected with the students as to why they wanted to be here in the first place, what kind of drove them to do it. And so as a result, it didn't matter what institution you're coming from, what year you are in school, what degree you're going for. We're all here to help people and to make sure that they have a place to live and connect.
It's so different hearing and like learning about things like in the classroom and then actually getting to experience it in real life, and like the community spirit, like it feels like we're really making a difference.
We've learned all sorts of natural disasters. A big case study we've done a lot has been Hurricane Katrina, and going to the museums and seeing how Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Ida has affected the community and how people have really embraced coming back from that and embraced the spirit. And it's just so incredible how people have come through it and got to the other side of it, and they will continue doing that, and we're so lucky, and I'm so thankful that we can be a part of that.
We have a good system going on where there's a lot of communication going on between especially the two teams as we're sharing the hallway to get our supplies through the doorways. So either drywall is going through to the right or floor tiles going in to the left.
We've been hanging drywall in about 2 rooms. We finished a room and we're about to finish another one. We're also mudding and spackling, and any imperfections, we're fixing that as well.
Volunteers have come in from all over the country, and we feel really honored and grateful to be here to provide that opportunity. The goal, we know that our little project, our little piece of work that we're doing is not going to solve, the hurricane impact. But we want to build also a culture of service within our students and communities, and hope that they take the message back to where they're from and their colleagues and friends to say that there's still work to be done down here to continue supporting everyone, and down here in Louisiana, but also back home to hopefully pick up some volunteer projects where they live.
We got all kinds of different projects at one single service project. So you have flooring, we have some hanging sheetrock, drywalling, as you were. And we have painting and all kinds of structural things on the inside of this community center that we're working in. And majority of it, some have tabbed out to a different area. I know my team, we tabbed out to a house that's in New Orleans. I want to say in the upper 9th, and we were just kind of painting and doing some restoration on the outside of the house. And we worked with another different nonprofit that had another school out of there. So it was a whole bunch of different college students from different areas kind of mingling and getting to know each other over service projects. It's always a good thing. You get together and you do good things, and you meet new people through doing good things. It's a great experience.
So the motivation to come on these trips, for me at least as a staff member, this is my 9th or 10th trip. And so for me planning them, it's really just giving my students different opportunities. We are a very small school in rural Western Maryland. And so we want to give our students as many opportunities as we can to get out into the community and see that, they can make an impact. I think a lot of times we think that impact has to be this like big thing. And really it's, you can come down here for 5 days and make a pretty decent sized impact.
We also are helping another family, the Luke family, down the road on Garincaia Road. We're putting in sheetrock. We're putting sheetrock and helping with flooring and painting and those sort of things. It's an elderly couple that's lived here their entire life and want to get back into their home. Since Hurricane Ida, they've been living with their son, and he's been taking care of them, but they're ready to get back. He's about 94 and she's about 80, and they're excited about getting back in their home. We're excited about helping them.
It's very helpful because my parents are in age. They didn't have the money to do the work. Catholic Charities did buy material to help, but we didn't have the help to put it in, which they came in and gladly put up sheetrock, sanded, painted, put in new floors, which just great volunteers, and their attitude is great. I mean, they're very pleasant to be around.